Yep, got these off, and it feels really good to just let it out, just smile it out, you know what I'm saying? Whew. I'm here to talk to you guys about a true story about what happened with this whole situation going on here, and kind of give a little bit of a confession as to my feelings, my thoughts. And for those who struggle with insecurities, I'm here for you. So brief back history about what happened. As a kid, I sucked my thumb a lot, and it caused a lot of damage to your teeth, and everybody knows that that's what happens as a kid. So they were really crooked. I'm talking about like jagged crooked, right? So not only that, but my palate on the top roof of my mouth was really narrow. So we had to put an expander in there, we had to put braces on, and this all happened when I was maybe like 8 or something. I had them on for like a year and a half. It was terrible. I don't care who you are, like it will always bring, I feel, your confidence down. Maybe not a lot, but even just like the slightest notch, just because it's so obnoxious. It really limits your speech if your speech isn't very great to begin with, which mine isn't. They also cause a lot of cuts, a lot of like, just pain in general, and they just suck. So fast forward to maybe 13 or so, my jaw on my left side started to shift this way, going across and pushing my entire face to the side. And you guys can probably see it. It's not very noticeable. When we see ourselves through reflection. So I see myself through a mirror, or a video on my phone or something, taking a selfie. So that's all reflected images, right? That's not the exact same thing that somebody would see looking at you. So pictures especially would throw me off a lot, because it's like, damn, that's really what I look like, and over the years progressing, because it was like, wow, like my face is looking a little different. I don't know why I don't feel how I look when I look in the mirror. At one point in my life, I questioned it so hard that I was like, this is not right. Like I don't feel right. My jaw is really starting to hurt. I'm starting to get a lot of cracking going on. I went to my original orthodontist who did the braces in the first place. And basically they were like, you have condylar hyperplasia, which basically your jaw grows for a certain amount of time. The steps are to get a scan to see if your jaw is still growing. If it stopped growing, then we could put braces on you, and we could do jaw surgery. And I know a surgeon in Philadelphia. Fast forward to that process. I'm about to get these braces on because the scan said that my jaw has stopped growing, which is good. So I'm in the office about to get these braces on, and I'm telling my mom, like, I need to know that this insurance is gonna cover this. And I'm telling them too, like, I wanna know before I start doing this entire process. Like, it's a hefty process, like 6-8 months of braces, surgery, and then another 6 months of recovery. There was never a confirmation, and I should have really got that in the beginning. And if anybody's thinking about something like this, really make sure that your insurance is gonna cover you. I went through the braces. I trust everybody who said that it would be covered. I had to get braces on instead of Invisalign because they needed to wire my mouth shut when they were gonna perform the surgery. I went through hell again, and to be really, really honest with you guys, I was in such a good place in 2016. I went out on a limb to see if, this could work for me. It wasn't all about the image that I see or the confidence that I feel. It also was the pain. It was a big deal, especially being a lesbian. If you catch my drift there, using this. It's just important. Being symmetrical to me is just so important, because if something is asymmetrical to another side, which has two parts, in anything, in bodybuilding, in life, whatever, it's always going to be unbalanced. It's going to cause future problems, and that's what I'm most worried about, is that this will cause problems in the future. I don't want that to happen. But as you can probably guess, my insurance didn't cover it, and that happened multiple times with different approaches through my surgeon, through my orthodontist, through everybody on my team. We could not get it approved, and it got denied twice. Even though we had extensive visits, I had to drive 5 hours every single trip to get to where I live, to where I'm doing the surgery, and to get these braces adjusted. So 5 hours both ways, once a month for a year straight. It was pushed so many times for the surgery date. I was getting so frustrated, and let me tell you guys, it was during winter. It was during when I had such a high on that summer in 2016, and then all of a sudden all this happened, and I got really depressed. I got really, really sad, and it started getting to me. Like, it really affected me a lot. So, it's not easy. I didn't think I would be getting emotional, honestly. For me, the biggest reason why this affected me so much is because self-confidence to me is like the biggest thing in life. No matter what people have told me, nothing was really helping, and pictures and things like that would set me back a lot. So it humbled me. I don't regret any of this. I don't regret the process, the way that I did it. It set me back in a way that I was like, you know what? you need to figure out a way to kind of live with this part of yourself. I feel like insecurities in general are things that aren't that big of a deal to other people, but for yourself, it's so massive, and it kind of clouds your thoughts and your feelings and your persona to the point where you kind of lose yourself. There's so many times during that process where I just broke down with either my mom or my girlfriend or anybody in my life. You know, I would really get in a bad place, and I really don't like doing that to other people when it's something personal, because I'm usually that person that's holding people up. So yeah, that all happened. This whole process was worth it, even though it didn't go through. I feel like it happened for a reason, and I feel like I wouldn't have recovered properly, or something would have gone wrong during surgery. You know, I'd never know. You never know. And I feel different with these braces off the second time. I feel good. I definitely feel like my old self, but I also feel my old self in a truer and stronger form, if that makes any sense. I feel a lot more confident in ways that, like, I've been through it. You know what I mean? I've been through it. And even though I have a lot more to be through, and that's never gonna stop, it's just like, what else do I have to lose at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, I am forever grateful just to even have this opportunity to try to do this, and then even get my teeth kind of realigned, even though they were kind of messed up from the jaw being out of place. I kind of have a second chance. There's definitely things I could do in the future to help myself if I needed it. And if I could do all the things that I did in this past year while being depressed and while being not my best self and being kind of insecure, I can do something 10 times greater, 10 times bigger with how I feel and how I look now. I'm really trying to do this for myself as well and just kind of talk through it, because you go through things like that are kind of traumatic, and you go through so much to not really get where you were promised to be, and you guys probably would have never known. And that's probably the biggest thing, is like really fake it and show people that you can still be that person that you feel inside, even if you don't. You know what I mean? You really gotta hold strong for everybody else who needs it. And I know a lot of y'all needed some of the videos that I've made and a lot of the posts that I put up. I appreciate y'all for always fucking with me. Yeah, man, I'm really humbled and I feel really good. So thank y'all. By the way, this hat right here, dope as hell, right? Check out that link in the bio. Rejected Society, man, they are the best. Support queer black business, man. They're doing great things. And I love y'all. Peace.